The girl put the moldy bread in her mouth, but a strange man walked in. The man asked the girl where the money was, but the little girl didn't respond. He stretched out his hand and waved it in front of the little girl. It turned out that the little girl was deaf and mute. Just as he was thinking about what to do, the girl seemed to smell the smoke. She thought her mother had come back, so she happily threw herself into the man's arms. But when she touched the man's face, she realized that it was a stranger, so she started screaming. It turned out that the girl's mother had passed away, and this man was just here to collect the debt. When he saw the girl eating the moldy bread again, perhaps out of compassion, he bought 2 servings of fried sauce noodles. Then 1 serving was handed to the girl. The girl smelled the fragrance and drooled, but she didn't eat it. She was full of vigilance towards this man. The man signaled that it was delicious, but the girl directly knocked over the bowl of noodles. The man finally lost his patience. He vented his anger with the most unpleasant words, but when he saw the girl crying, he couldn't help but feel soft-hearted and bought the girl fresh bread. When she smelled the fragrance of the bread again, the girl suddenly realized that he wasn't that bad, so she grabbed the noodles and ate them voraciously. Although the man was frustrated, he still gave the noodles to the girl. Since then, the girl gradually let down her guard. Suddenly, the man found in the memorandum that the girl's aunt still owed a debt of 3,000. So he set out on a journey to find the relatives, taking the girl and the ashes of her mother with him. But because he really had no money, he stole a watermelon. This was the first time the girl had eaten a watermelon since she was born. The man signaled that she couldn't eat the watermelon seeds, but the girl mischievously spat the seeds on his face. Because he had no money to compensate, he could only repay with physical labor in the watermelon shed. He gradually fell in love with this plain and simple life, so he decided to give up his job of collecting debts. But everything was completely broken by the appearance of the boss. They beat the man severely and reminded him that he was just a ruffian. These words completely broke the man's heart. The girl seemed to sense his sadness. She gently blew on his face to relieve his pain. The man was touched by this small gesture. He let the girl touch the tears in the corner of his eye and wrote the word tears on his palm. The next day, the man sent the girl to the orphanage. He bought the girl her favorite bread and repeatedly apologized to the girl. But when the girl didn't feel that big hand again, she threw away the bread and the doll and slapped the glass with all her might, crying heartbrokenly. The man didn't go far. He just stood silently outside the window. He was in great pain and suffering. Finally, he opened the glass door. When the familiar touch came to her fingertips again, the girl angrily slapped the man. Then she wrote the word "Dad" on his hand.